Hey everyone, welcome to the Deep Into the Pullbox, your source for independent, underground, and self-published comic books only. I'm your host, The Traveling Geek, and I'm here to talk a little bit about me and what I do. For a living, I travel professionally to conventions. When I say, couple of conventions, I actually mean a lot of conventions. I go to comic book, anime, sci-fi, Star Wars, specialty cons, you name it. What I do is I sell hats like this. I do it in the artist alley, which is basically usually a series of tables put down the hallways. Here's where artists draw prints, like all the various ones you see behind me. But they also do these really great independent comic books. I love these comics. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I see them, I'll just pick up my comic books at the store and everything. But you can't get these comic books at your comic book shop. A lot of people, you can't even get these online. The only place to get them is to go to conventions. Or you can order them some online. And I'm here to tell you which ones you should get and which ones you shouldn't get. Because there are some very good ones out there. Now, why am I qualified to help you out with these comic books? Well, I've been reading comic books ever since I was 10 years old. That's a decade and a half of experience. I used to go down to the corner shop and get great comics like, G.I. Joe, which I thought was actually historically accurate, and Captain America, who is still my first love, and Betty and Veronica, and I hated Veronica, but, who didn't? Ever since then, I grew up in the 90s, reading all these great comic book, story arcs, like The Death of Superman, trudging my way through Blue Suit Superman, reading amazing things with the character build-up of the introduction of Cable, and Sam Guthrie becoming Cannonball, and joining the X-Men officially, and disasters like the Clone Saga, which I didn't know any better. That's around the time when I really got into comics again. And I still read comic books loyally to this day. Both, main ones like Marvel and DC, but also other ones like Dynamite Comics. Now, when I say independent, I mean comic books where a person has an idea, they self-publish it themselves, and it's just a concept. I know there are a lot of people out there who have a concept about a comic book. They say, oh, well, I have this idea about a hero, I just need someone to draw it. Or, oh, I have this idea, I just can't draw sequential art. Or, I kind of got this really cool character sketch. Yeah. I'm going to be going with the ones that are, people had the idea, they ran with it, they actually went and did it. And some of these comics I prefer to read than ones that I find, in Marvel and DC nowadays. I can't wait for the next issue for some of these. They're really good, they're really great, and I really hope you guys enjoy them, okay? Yeah, ear, and stop.